This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Good morning. Welcome to Around Kansas. I'm Deb Goodrich, your host, and I am at the Fort Wallace Museum this morning, one of my other jobs. So it's great to have you joining us, and we've got wonderful things going on. And wow, can you believe it is June? Where does the time go? Well, I've got my calendar open in front of me right here, and I know where mine goes. Man, it's just it's pretty full. I'm blessed to have a full calendar. I'm grateful for it, but by golly, some days it's kind of hard to keep up with. This past weekend, we were in Leavenworth and Easton out at Cowboy Culbertson's and visiting our friends, the Tenants in Leavenworth. Thank God they take care of us while we're up there for the photo shoot. And a big event for us, my daughter Noelle, who was a high school dropout. She had a lot of challenges to face, and she graduated from high school, got her diploma. So folks, no matter what your obstacle is, I'm here to tell you it can be overcome. Just be like Noelle. Don't give up. Just do not give up. So proud of you, Noelle. Love you so much. Well, tomorrow, of course, is the 75th anniversary of D-Day, and a momentous commemoration around the world. My granddaughter actually, just returned from France. She was over there on a school trip. She's 15, and I'm so glad that she got to go at this time where she can see how the French people are preparing for this big event. I have a lot of friends who will actually be in France and at Normandy, and of course Kansas supplied the main player, General Dwight D. Eisenhower. And I recall that he told his brother one time, after that June, he never looked at another weather forecast. He never cared after that. So I hope we never forget what was at stake. And I was in France, in Paris, several years ago, and was able to visit Père Lachaise, of course, the big cemetery. But in that cemetery are bronze plaques to the French resistance fighters who were murdered by the cemetery wall. And there are the memorials to some of the concentration camps, which are devastating. They are incredibly moving, and again remind us of what was at stake on this date 75 years ago today, or preparations today, and the anniversary of the landing tomorrow. So I hope that you all take advantage of the sure media coverage of the events, and make your kids and grandkids know, make sure that they know the sacrifices that were made and how important the weight of the world literally was on Ike's shoulders and the shoulders of many other people. And just thank God. That's all I know to say. Thank God that it went the way it did, that the tide turned at that point, and the end of the war was in sight.
Watch Ag AM in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.
Sure Crop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. Based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well in their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but yet we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com. You can always email me at corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, and we're glad to answer it and work with you.